I was actually surprised when I saw all the changes to White Frost in the patch for December 2025. The council kind of voted to buff the archetype when it's been consistently dominant, no pun intended, for the last 2 years plus. It's been one of those decks where if you don't know what to play for monsters, put it into your rotation. You'll probably get 2500 if you're skilled enough and you play enough, basically. Now, you guys decided, because I didn't, to go ahead and buff Eridan to 9 provision from 10, and then Naglfar from 6 power to 7. Again, they do get extra points when played off the leader passive. If we have Frost in the opposite row, then they do get an extra point if played after Oberyn in around 3. So again, add another 2 points to those and you're pretty much looking at what it would play for in this deck, right? With that being said, you know, they're buffed. At some point, I think the aristocrats were nerfed 1 provision, so I can understand why you want to kind of make some of that back. As sort of a counter to these being buffed, you did have Winter Queen going and getting a nerf. At one point, I voted for nerfing Winter Queen provision-wise to 9 instead of 8, but community decided to go from 4 power to 3 power. Makes it a little trickier because all the Diameridian Shackles, the Waylays, you know, just 3 points of removal coming from orders on cards like Skirmishers, Aparian Phantoms, you name it. It's going to be tough to keep this on the board, but it's worth a try still. So a lot of the times, you know, before you'd have her thin out of the deck and basically you'd hope to pass and then get a huge boost and kind of go for a 2-0 situation. But now it sort of makes it so that, you know, you have to look at what matchup you have. What's the likelihood of her staying on the board? Should I save her for maybe a short round 3 as a finisher with a bunch of Frost stacked on interactive last say? You know, there's that kind of thing that you could do. And which is cool. It gives variety to the card, but it's kind of like a forced variety to the card because of the power nerf, whereas provision would have just been like, you know, more of a balance move in my opinion. Either way, this is my updated version of Frost for December 2025. It seems to be working so far after 4 games I played this morning. I didn't go too crazy with the Tyrannalia tags. It's kind of like, you know, you get an extra boost for every unique Bronze Wild Hunt card in your starting deck. Some people try to make that 10 or 11 and just kind of sky's the limit for that sort of thing, but I don't think that it's really necessary to focus too much on getting the big boost there. So I went for 9 and I picked the ones that I thought were most important. There were a couple considerations that I'll put in the description as well. So one of them being the Wild Hunt Hound 1 point per turn engine, the other being the Wild Hunt Warrior, which is a little bit extra control, which does pair nicely with Nithral. The thing is, I wanted to focus on overall synergy with the Foglets, with the Winter Queen, and with the Caranthir. And so by putting in the Aristocrats ×2, we're getting a lot more Frost. We have Red Riders here, again, a lot more Frost. We have, you know, Naglfars. I got to prioritize the Frost here. And I want more Frost payoff with the Navigator, so having one in there is important. So obviously a Purify is important. If I go second, they lock, or lock. It could be a bad story for me. So, you know, we have that. I need a point slam for a short round as well. We need a little bit of utility so that we can move up the rows, so that we're getting more, you know, movement, so that we're not having to use leader charges. So that, along with this, gives us 3 movement options. You know, maybe 4 if we're choosing one off Eridan, and then, you know, the 2 leaders that I just don't have to touch till I need them for real. So we have that as well. There are some engines that are not very tall that play for a lot of points if left unchecked, so I decided to go in with the Slave Trader this time around because it does get some value that I think would exceed something of a Wild Hunt Hound or, you know, the Warrior, for example, because we're getting, you know, the boost after we play it on a row opposite the Frost from the leader's passive. It comes down at 5. It gets Vitality. Typically, if we play this after Ardgeth or at least a Rider, we're getting, you know, a few extra points there of Vitality, and then basically we're able to do a hard reset on their side of the board on a unit and lock it. So think about how much that has a potential to play for. It's one of those utility cards that you might not need in every single matchup, but you definitely do need when you don't have it. So it's there. You won't see me play it in every single game, but I think I played it in at least one of the games and it worked out quite well. So, you know, with that being said, we have that there. So these are kind of all the tags that are explained for. You know, we need thinning, we need Frost, we need utility, we need a lock option, at least in today's game. We need huge point slams. This is not a Wild Hunt card, but it just makes sense to put in a deck like this. Again, I don't want to get too much into explaining this because essentially the value and the way you play this is just get Frost on the board after you've played the Foglets and the Aristocrats. Try to do as much damage as you can. try to drag out the long round, the round long enough so that Qcento is going to get some value in a bleed the following round, and then try to go in like a short round 3 with an Oberyn saved and just a couple bronzes that just slam down points. Pretty straightforward. You'll get a lot of insight kind of against some of the matchups that you'd expect to see often in this meta this month. There's going to be a lot of elves and stuff like that, a lot of heist variants. You'd think that they're less interactive, but you know, they still get frosted on, so I'm happy about that. Anyways, I have tons of videos coming over the next week. I'm feeling really inspired. I'm going to try to get on that 1 video per day thing that I was doing when I first started the channel. I want to see a little bit of growth. I want to see a bump of, you know, just excitement, returning players to Gwent and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to do the best that I can to help kind of contribute to that. And yeah, again, let's see what we can do. It's Tuesday today, day number 1. Let's see how far we can go with the streak. I'll see you guys very soon. Have a great day. Deck is in the description if you want to play. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, what I haven't tried in a while, what I haven't tried ever, and I'll definitely consider that looking through the patch. I want to focus on playing cards that have recently been buffed, so we'll start there. But anyways, guys, see you soon. All right, first up here we got Pincer Manuever. Little Northern Realms. Okay. So we go first. I'm hoping that I can actually find... I mean, Nithral would be great, but I want one of the aristocrats. So I'm going to save this for later. Tyralia is just good to have. I think Oberyn can go back for a little while. I don't mind using Golden Child, because if we get like long round 1 or the beginning of round 2, this is kind of something I want to see. And then, obviously, this is a lot of points. We want the Thin. How much frost are we dishing before we play this? Let's just go for the Thin, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's another full premium deck for me, so yeah, it's looking good.
Break something and I'll break something too. I'll break you.
Do I ever aggro this with Eridan just to make sure? Or should I start off a little... I would love to save if I can. Yeah, just between that and Snowdrop. I'm trying to decide if I should shut down Snowdrop early so that we're not wasting Frost on her, because ultimately we'd have to kill her later with the Wrath. I think I just have to. It seems like such a waste if I don't. I guess this would be something we don't want to have locked, but so would this, right? I don't necessarily want to use double, like a leader to do anything. If I push it back, I'm losing the points here. I don't want to float a Foglet either. I don't mind playing Tyralia. So they're going to come in and get the extra 2 leader charges, right? And then they're going to have a very progressive play of just doing small shuffles. Damn, okay. I think at this point I have to take 1. Because we can snipe around if we just, we pass on it, right? I'm just gonna have to put this anywhere just for the extra points and get out.
Truth is a shard.
To the dungeon.
They don't have much room on the melee row for shuffling. So I'm out. I think I'm just gonna leave.
Destiny is unswerving. Cheated. It will not be.
Be yourselves, only better.
Back row eats the shield, unfortunately. They're gonna get lucky here, watch. Okay. We actually get the point back, which is nice. We get 2 points back on the back row.
If you could just sign the confirmation of receipt.
They don't care. There you go. So I'm hoping that bringing them into like a long round 3 could make a difference. They have to try to bleed. I have Karen there. Overall, pretty good hand. I think Riders can go for now because I have a way to get it. I don't think we need Taskmaster either. We just gotta find these. And Nagelfar. I could lose to the draw.
So apparently turquoise has become fashionable again.
So it was only 1 per plus Red Riders. That's fine. I'm just hoping that since they used their shuffles early, we might get some good luck here. So this plays for more points than this, given that we have these 2. It's kind of tough to figure out what to put back. I think Bruiser has to go. It's terrible. I missed 2 really important cards.
Another burgundy. What a demented thought.
It's tough to think about how much value Oberon's worth. And now I need the Purify after all. This is insane. That would be a very good Riptide.
I pass on every 10th round. I'm an officer and a gentleman.
The tough part here too is like Caranthir's worth 1 point. I missed Nithral, we missed Oberyn, and now, oh my gosh, it's actually pretty annoying.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
So let's just try to see what we could do here. I'm gonna have to pump this up. I just hope they don't have teleportation now to replay that. They do.
Don't ever expect your opponents to lie low.
Okay, well, we gotta order this properly, so we're gonna go back row, start pounding that. I'm thinking maybe I should take Red Riders for the Anel. And just do a, of course you got a second replay. It's gonna get insane.
To slay dragons, 'tis our nightly duty.
Kudak, so we're not locking the thing even if we could. Okay. So it's then replay. Let's pump the back row, right? This looks winnable, but it really comes down to like how they move this next, you know? Like what happens after this.
Quick now, retrieve my bolt.
So she's gonna move this here, then we're gonna take the second one. I don't know, man. I actually think we see the finish line. We might actually win this, because I could just play this, then this, then this, and be fine.
Be yourselves, only better.
A lot of it comes down to how lucky they get on the shuffles, though. But I'm sitting at 3, 4 from the Frost, then you get like a 9 points boost. So we're chilling. Never mind, we're not chilling. Why are they getting such good value? Such good luck. All in the meanwhile, too, my cat is like really annoying right now. She's going crazy, and I'm trying to focus up. So if you know that feeling, yeah, that's what I'm going through. I don't know if you can hear meows going through the mic. Just let me finish the game. Yeah, that's a big one. I think we have enough to win this, honestly.
First to make a noise is first under the whip.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Nothing rivals skin you. Their hair, so silky.
Reinforcements, because they're trying to go for the wide boost, right?
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark.
Since I hate the deck so much, I was going to play that, but... Okay, next up we got Stockpile. We're on blue, which is not ideal. I think I want to save Winter Queen. Let's do... I can keep Foglet, maybe. Maybe we just dump them, actually. We do it later. We got carryover here, here, and then all the frosts we're going to play. I think a lock would actually be nice, because we can lock a siege engine, and then we have this for one of the Caraballistas as well. It's a pretty stacked good first turn, first round type of situation, you know? I'm going to boost it, maintain dominance, prevent a lock, you know the rest. I did not think that Nithral needed the buff. I think he was completely fine the way he was, honestly. Is that what we're doing right now? Okay. Do I ever put Frost for 4 turns on that row and just spank the row? Maybe. That's fine.
I'm an officer and a gentleman.
I still have dominance, so that will die. If I move this up, that helps. And then I don't think I want to play Aridin right now, honestly. I think I'm supposed to just play the riders so that we have more things that I could hit, you know, besides Nithrol. It's gonna hurt, but we're still doing all right. Now it's in boiling oil reach, which is annoying, but I think what I'm gonna have to do, unfortunately, is dip in here. Well, maybe I just play Ternalia, honestly. This hits for 2, and then next turn we kill it. That sucks. Devotion, though. Don't have to worry about Heatwave and any of that, so. I don't mind doing this. You just get the carryover started. Then we can use Bruiser. Damn, that's a lot of orders. Okay. Yeah, it's Bruiser time. And then we can kill it. Let's see. Do I just take a lock now? Because I can. I think I'm just going to play these two and then leave is kind of the idea.
This here's our finest cooking stock.
No!
Let's do it that way.
That is... A fly landed in your cup, my lady. Allow me.
That'd be a good boiling. Oh, that's good too. The thing is, though, I think we're actually playing Aridin. Because this would be amazing for a round 2 bleed. Let's see, what do I want to kill? Because then this chips down and then we can hit these next. They're making it very difficult for me to do this. I guess I have to spend them now. Zeal is not that important. They use like most of that leader too, which is really good. Okay, I think the Purify goes away. That's perfect. How do we open up the round, though? Do I ever just play a Foglet?
Do not test my
Do I let them click that? I think I don't. It plays for too many points with Full Test Pride. Oh my gosh, the value. Okay, ready? And then we just play that and hope. It comes down at 4 because the frost, and then we just try to run away. The question is, can they kill 4 and 2, right? Like John into Boiling here, we're screwed. I think what they'll have to do is use 2 leaders, then get the order from that guy to kill. Or Full Test Pride with Cranks. On the back row. No? Okay. There's the Boiling, probably.
dark clouds gather over
Yeah.
the area.
So we still have Oberyn. And they go first. This has to go. That. I mean, we're guaranteed, essentially. Well, you would hope so. I think I want Frost, just to enable everything else. That might just be my best hand. I gotta go for Oberyn first. Take a Bruiser. It plays for essentially 2 and then probably 2 more. They don't have an answer to that, which is good. Let's let this start racking up here. What are we building for? Nothing, yeah. Alright, next up here we got Deadeye Ambush. Okay, a little Scoia'tael. We go first again. I don't necessarily think I need a Purify. I get my thinning done. We get Frost out. Could play this from hand, maybe. I think I'm not supposed to in this matchup. I think we want to creep up on him. It's hard to say, though. Maybe we just save it for round 1, at the very least. I could put back Riders for now. That's a little better. Let's boost her. Because I want to make the Frost count, obviously. You think it's sticky situation or what? Or deception? It doesn't even matter. What's the point of that? So you could do it again? Oh, they wanted to put it back here, but then they didn't realize about the spring effect that it has now. That's perfect. I think I'm just going to float that, honestly, because I know they're playing traps. I think they just put together a heist deck, and they didn't really read what the new spring means. Like, basically cards are sprung when they're played to each other.
Never surrender.
Above sabotage, you'll find yourself below ground.
You just leave it like that for now. We're getting some good quality traps out of the way, like Serpent Trap round 1 and Rio Durin round 1 as well, without even really tempoing, is kind of nice.
This is our
Just the no heist thing is kind of weird.
You're not welcome here.
I think we're just going to take the extra frost here. I would say relatively straightforward round 1 where they spent, you know, a fair amount and didn't get a whole lot back. So now we can take out Winter Queen. The only thing is, like, if they have the waylays, well, she's gonna die regardless, so. We have no Tyr Nalia. It's not a really high chance of getting it either at this point. I think we have to take Winter Queen first and then reassess. I'm just gonna float the Floglet. There you go. Actually, it's Wild Hunt unit, right? Like, it could be card or anything. Yeah, card from deck, so it could be Tyr. We could just do it. I should just do it. We just keep it out of the waylay assembly lines play.
War criminal, that's what they call me.
Unfortunately, that's probably the best Riptide. I say unfortunately because, you know, I want to get some Frost out there, but
I seek victory, not glory.
I think we're taking. And then we could just take the Bruiser. And then Winter Queen comes out and she's stacked.
Never know peace again.
I wonder if that's just a tempo pass, honestly.
I like the way you die.
Why would you not do the other row? I think we're just gonna keep going for a little bit. Honestly, that was my fault. That was actually my fault. No, they... Okay, yeah. Whoa, whoa, did they just forget about it? Okay, they obviously have a lot more they can play with. I'm just gonna do this now. Oh, I missed my... Obviously, my lottery. That's the only sort of pitfall about playing, Auburn in second form, is you're not guaranteed what you want. I was gonna boost Winter Queen so they can't kill her. This is where they go for the back row.
Waste arrows
Still not. You can... Yeah, you could choose the row, they just choose not to. I think I'm just gonna go like this. Just lay down some more pressure. Even if they have another Purify, it's not even a big deal. We just 2-0 this, don't we? Okay. They're trolling. Do they not know what the card does? I honestly don't think they do.
Act your age. At 2 centuries, you behave like you were barely one.
Okay, they do. They were just messing with me. Okay, we got another Deadeye ambush coming up here. I feel like we're going to see a lot this patch, obviously, because the heist buff. So if they're purifying everything, the lock's not going to be that good. This is a later card as well. Kind of a bad hand. I'm just glad we go second. I don't want to trade Nithral for Serpent Trap. I guess now I don't have to worry about it as much. We take them. We do one of these, I think. Just keep him a little healthier. So obviously we want to kill these tokens. I'm thinking I take Bruiser here. I don't like him sitting at 5 though, because it's going to be hard to keep dominance. If I'm going to fight for this round, it's going to take a lot of effort, so... What's the best way to do this? Probably Aridin. Because I feel like for an Elves player here, you definitely want to win round 1 if you're playing Scenario Angus. That's kind of your go-to. So you could do your traps thing, right? I'm just trying to figure out what the next move is for me here. I think we're going to do Hengate, because that's the only way I can round trap them. Or Ardgate, rather. I was playing a Hengate deck recently.
Truth is a shard of ice.
Wonder which one that is. I have to keep going, so... it's probably the Serpent. Let's get rid of the Aridin. But it wouldn't, now it's Foglet, okay. Why is it pulling in slow motion? Oh, really?
So sword in hand.
What? You accidentally sprung it? That's probably... If it's Mahakam Horn, I still get ahead.
The only good human is a dead human.
So we definitely called it first. Having obviously Deception, Angus, you know, Yavin, Isengram, Serpent, like all this stuff out of the way is a good sign for me, but it's not a telltale sign of heist either. So we'll have to see what's coming next. I need Tyrannalia as my... Maybe we just try to take the thin, get it over with. Ah, that sucks. You're actually gonna bleed. I'm just gonna drop the big boy here, because it's not getting any better.
There is no escape.
Let's do Riptide. You're never getting card back, I can tell you this much. I promise. Yeah. Sitting on a 2-card advantage going into round 3. It feels pretty good if I can pull Oberyn. Okay. This has to go. And then I'm missing, obviously, this and this, which I don't have a way of getting. So I'm wondering if I should just put this away, because I could probably pull it here. Nice. Don't you just love when it all works out?
Oh, good. Right. Not a step further.
Let us sing the
That's melee locked. I think I'm allowed to take the frost here, because then we just get this one online too. We're gonna get extra frost for the turn. We got 2 of those online for a long round 3 is actually incredible. We'll do the Oberyn swing and just feeling pretty good about this one. We'll go Oberyn and then we'll go Naglfar. Actually, it's probably, yeah, it is probably Oberyn, Naglfar, Fogland. Tyrannalia just plays for the 9 plus the riders, which is fine.
You are no lunatic.
You've got 4 Waylay, and you're wiping the board.
For the daisy of the valley!
At least they weren't full power. The plan stays the same, doesn't it? We'll do Naglfar on melee.
Do you hear? They approach.
Or does it matter? I guess it does, kind of having more points per turn here. So they've already played Isengram, but they probably have a good Vernacio. So I'm not seeing Heist here. at all. Just traditional elves. Okay. Yeah, so just order of operations here, the best way to do it. We'll go Hengate here next. Oh, they want that ambush to kill this. Will they get it is the big question. No. We know that's not a big, important trap, so... It's not Pitfall. It's probably just a incinerating trap or a crushing. Well, I guess we're just going to play the lowest value card here. Yeah, let's play around that. Doesn't matter. Oh, whoops. It does matter. That's fine. I don't even have to play the last card. I meant to do both rows for 2 turns.